So StarNet has been coming to some supercomputing for many years because a lot of people in this industry need to connect from their workstations, whether it's Windows or Macs, to the Linux supercomputers. That's the connection that we make. As you can see on the screen here, you have applications running, and I'll show you this screen right here, that are connecting to San Jose, a server in San Jose. You can, this mouse.
And so it says it's the best remote Linux access in HPC.
Yes, we've been in HPC for many years. We have a lot of high-end customers who have very demanding requirements for their engineers to connect to these very difficult applications for visualization. So we have developed all the different kind of challenges that these companies have, whether it's IT or security or clustering, authentication. All these things have to be compliant with these high-end companies that are on this type of industry. So we've done that, and we think that we're steps ahead of the competition. One example of where we are, for example, right now introducing our Wayland support. Wayland is a new way to connect to remote servers. It uses a completely different protocol from the traditional X11, and a lot of people in the Linux industry want to have Wayland support. So now we provide support through the browser. I don't know if you can see that here.
Sorry, I clicked. Yeah, so what is special about your protocol or your system? Is it ultra low latency?
Well,
what's special?
One of the unique features is what you see here is where you connect to the browser. Anybody with a computer that has a browser can access our application. So here, what you see is an application that runs in a server in San Jose in California, thousands of miles away, and you can still see that over this very busy network, you get pretty good performance. That makes us quite unique, because the other applications probably mostly have difficulty handling that kind of capacity in these kinds of difficult environments.
And are there a lot of potential customers for this technology?
If you look around the show floor, any of the universities that you run into have site licenses for our stuff, because we've been here so long, and we provide them the tools that make them do their work. A lot of large companies that in the defense aerospace, if you go to the NASA booth, they have a site license for the last 20 years of our software. A lot of the national laboratories, as you know, they have a lot of requirements for high-end visualization. They found that FastX can meet those kind of requirements.
So it's just very smart algorithms, compression,
There's
codecs.
not a lot of, there's compression, yes, of course. But the protocols are fairly rudimentary. It's X11 based, which has been established since the 1970s. We just had to figure a way how to translate that protocol from your remote Linux host to your local workstation. And so we have some algorithm in that protocol, but it's not as complicated as most things are when it comes to algorithm.
Is it, for example, when you have supercomputer, it's like a big thing, and it's hard to get close to it. So you always need to remote access these supercomputers?
Yeah, the supercomputers is usually sitting in data centers or in large, air-cooled containers that the common user does never see. They see their workstation and they see a connection to that computer, but they never, except for the admins. And even the admins can do almost everything remote with our software.
And how often do they need to have graphical user interfaces in their UIs and everything? Or they just send some commands over terminal codes and stuff?
Well, with our software, pretty much everything is point and click. Now, some people like to do the command line stuff. It's perfectly normal, it's done all the time, but the average user who does data research usually has a visualization program. Like when you look for oil fields on the ground, they have that data that has to be visualized and manipulated, and they do that with the mouse or whatever, and that is what our program allows them to do. So they don't have to do a lot of command line stuff.
And you can log in from the other side of the planet.
From the other side of the planet, like I showed you, this is from San Jose, which is a couple thousand miles away.
Yeah, we're in St. Louis, not San Jose. All right.
And so this is the performance you get over that kind of distance in this kind of a busy network.
And the business model is depend on the organization?
Well, of course, we have different pricing for government, for education, and for commercial entities. But in general, our solution has always been the most affordable on the market when you compare it to our commercial competitors. So that's why the reason we come here all the time, because people recognize both the quality of the product and the affordability. There are, of course, freeware solutions out there, but they usually have a number of shortcomings that we have already solved in the past. And once they start testing our software, they usually come to the conclusion that this is a solution that can really make people more productive. And when you make people more productive, that translates into financial gains.
Don't get fooled by fake HDMI products. Only source authentic HDMI products from licensed HDMI adopters and authorized manufacturers and
resellers to ensure compliance. Counterfeit or unlicensed products can cause poor performance.
Certified HDMI products undergo official testing for safety and spec compliance.
Avoid brand damage, warranty issues, and customer dissatisfaction from unlicensed products.
long-term cost savings come from reliable, genuine HDMI solutions.
Unlicensed products may lack support and pose safety risks.
Use certified HDMI cables with official HDMI certification labels.
Report suspected counterfeit products at hdmi.org/resource/infringe.
Thanks to our global partners for helping keep the HDMI brand real and ensuring consumers get the experience they deserve.